right, all right. We got
Yes, you do.
in the house.
No doubt.
DJ Chevy.
It's good, folks.
Yo, appreciate you coming through. Producer Chronicles. Man, so much I want to ask you.
All right, let's first get this out the way. Go see the dentist. My stuff's all swollen up here. You know what I mean. I went and took care of my little tooth issue. My daughter thought I had a gumball in my mouth. She was like, "Dad, why you tucking a gumball in your cheek?" I said, "No, I got a little my shit all swollen up."
So definitely telling the hip hop community,
go check
stay up on your tooth game.
Yes, sir.
And the doctors too, man, because cats don't go see the doctor all like that, man.
Once you get a certain age, go get that prostate checked out. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. Stay on your health.
That's what's up, man. So you definitely wearing the proper shirt.
Grind hard all day.
You know what I'm saying, pause. But definitely, man, I'm glad you came through, man. I got some things I want to ask you. Glad we got a chance to finally meet up, chop it up a little bit. And why not just get it started?
Get right into it. That's
how did you get your alias, man?
How did I get my alias?
Yeah.
I love the Chevy brand. Like, my favorite car, believe it or not. Got a few, but Corvette. Corvette is
so you straight up... Car connoisseur?
Car connoisseur. You know what I mean? Got a couple things, but my favorite is the Corvette.
So when did that start though? Like when did you decide like, yo, DJ Chevy sounds great?
I went through a couple different names, you know what I mean? But I got to a point where I wanted a brand that I could associate myself with, that I obviously like and support. And I'm always in the streets. Like, you can't go 5 minutes. If you stand on the street for 5 minutes, a Chevy's going past you. You know what I mean? You going to see a Chevy somewhere on the block, somewhere. So it made sense to me. Like, I try to keep myself everywhere when it comes to this music thing.
About how age? What age was you when you decided I'm DJ Chevy?
Actually, that was, I want to say 2006. 2006.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's only been, what's this, 11? So we got 5 years.
Okay, so I already know then. As usual with DJs, they also have some other things that they do or have done before, even DJing, maybe MCing, producing, promoting. Artists, drawing and
DJing is my first love. My
dancing.
First gig. Yeah, my first love, my first gig. Okay.
What else you got though? I know you do. You do a little bit of everything.
Honestly,
put it out there.
Honestly, there's not an aspect of hip hop that I have not covered. You know what I mean? From my path, you know, I got 26 years in this game. So, you know what I mean? I've done rolled up linoleum, out with the boom box. You know what I mean? I've done the cry lawn thing. I've helped people with their verses and their hooks. You know what I mean? Rapping was like the least part. I never wanted to do that because I didn't want to be in the forefront. You know what I mean? That's just a different personality for me. But all those things in the background, you know what I mean? And people say, how do you become a DJ? Like, you're the focal point. No, the music's the focal point. You're a true DJ, the music is the focus. Me yelling all over top of the microphone, that's some new school shit.
I'm glad you brought that up, because that's actually one of the questions I have here too, which would be, define DJ. What is a true DJ's duties? You know what I'm saying?
A true DJ's duty is first and foremost,
because it's been twisted the last few years where people just think that, you know, they can just press play on the sound system and I'm DJing.
Okay, okay, here's what we got. Number one, first and foremost, you are responsible for the soundscape, the sound, the backing to a lot of people's memories. A lot of people's, you know what I mean? Like, you set that. So there's a lot of responsibility in it. I don't think that this new wave of DJs understands their responsibility to, I guess, if you're in a club, the club owner, if you're in a public set, that you're controlling the emotions and of the people
That's
there.
real. That's
you know
deep, but it's real.
Right. You know what I mean? So if the place gets out of hand, it's your fault. It's really your fault. It's your responsibility. Now, there's a peak hour, there's a peak time, and most DJs that wear the letters properly, DJ, understand there's a peak hour. And then you come down. You kind of slow not necessarily slow music, but you slow the pace down, and then you have people get off the dance floor, get out of the building in a safe manner. But this new style of jump everything to the last moment and cut the music off, what are you expecting people to do? But act like, you know what I mean, complete and utter hyped people. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say not negative, I'm just saying like they're hyper. You know what I mean? You take alcohol, you take herbals, and then you take that hype music. It's just a recipe for disaster. You know what I mean? So I look at it like, be responsible about what you're playing and how you're playing it, and when you play it. So if you want to do that, like I said, there's that time that you do, but...
And that's deep, though, that you even said controls emotions, and music is linked to memories. Like, there's everybody has those moments when, like, say you was at a house party when you was 10 years old, and you remember the exact song that you danced with. Exactly.
You seen that girl,
exactly.
dude?
You danced with your dream girl, the girl that you've been trying to get with.
Oh,
you know what I mean? All those type of moments, you know?
You know what I mean? Like, now, I mean, the dancing thing is coming back. You remember when you hit that move, and it was that move, like it worked. You've been practicing this thing, you get in the public, you remember exactly what song it was.
That's real.
And how it went down, you know what I mean? And that's there's a responsibility to that. So
like a lot of people might say that, you know, it's the other elements that contribute to being the conductor. You are really the conductor. The DJ is the maestro.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's deep, man. That's real.
And the MC is your mouthpiece. You know what I mean? That's like, for me, I'm not a big talker when I get on. I would prefer to have an MC that would roll with me and keep the crowd hyped and that whole deal.
I'm glad you brought that up. So you ain't the ones that it's DJ Chevy up in the motherfucking house, and I'm gonna go. Yeah, you don't do that every 5 seconds.
If you hear vocals, it's pre-recorded. I play them at certain times, and that's that. Like, I'm not in that whole thing. But now here's the thing. Like I was saying before, those memories that you're having with this soundscape, I also have to be attached to it too. Like, I did a lot of stuff with middle schools and high schools or whatever, right. And I got a kid, like, honestly, I did a prom. And matter of fact, what was his Infamous in the battle, came up to me like, yo, you did my prom. Because when I got him, I was like, yo, we need to talk. He was like, yo, you did my prom. Like, he was like, bro, like, yo, you DJ'd my prom. And honestly, it was because of the tags, because I had never spoke to him. You know, it wasn't like we had a conversation at his prom, but he remembered the tags playing, so he knew who it was. So not only did he have a good time, not only was the music good, but subliminally my tag got in there too. So it wasn't a total...
And you ain't have to like beat it into everybody's head every 10 seconds. It's DJ Chevy.
There's three very important...
Scream at everybody where you're at, what time it is.
There's three very important DJs in the history of DJing.
That's what's up. Lay them out.
Herc. Okay, and not to knock Bambaataa and what he did, but Herc, what we know as a club DJ and the hip hop, Herc is the foundation of hip hop DJs. Okay? Jam Master Jay. Everybody wanted to be that background DJ for the next hottest rap group. He set that. Clue single-handedly fucked up the game. Single-handedly. Because he set the tone for what a mixtape was. It had nothing to do with blending. It had everything to do with, do you have an exclusive? If you didn't have exclusive tracks...
oh, man.
He completely took out the craft of DJing.
I remember those days,
the DJing out. As long as you could spin it back and start it over, you was in there. And to me, that's what this whole new wave of play is his fault. Like, I know dudes who don't own turntables, don't own CD tables. They don't own anything. They come to a place with a laptop. Dog, take the D and the J off your name. I don't care if your name is whatever, however, I ain't got no problem with it. If you Black Ghost, don't call yourself DJ Black Ghost. Because that's just take
it's lovely how I don't need to even ask these questions because they just blend together. Because one of the questions was also, is it cool to call yourself a DJ without ever touching a pair of turntables?
No. Because I get cats that'll come up to me and say, yo, I want to try to DJ. What program should I get? I say, go get two 1200s and a mixer. But, you know, they got this latest. Go get two 1200s and a mixer. Because at the end of the day, if that program crashes, you can go back. If you got the essence of it and you understand where it comes from, you can always go back. But if I start you here, you're stuck. Anything goes wrong with that technology, you're stuck. You're done. You know what I mean? You're done. Yeah, you're done. You're whole, but you can always go back. I got 12s in my place right now. They're never going anywhere. If anybody out there got a set of 12s that they trying to get rid of, holla at your boy. Because I'm never going to be without my 12s. It's just never going to happen. You always got to have that baseline. If you got that baseline, you're fine. That whole jumping in at you know what I mean, these programs. No, don't get me wrong. I use Serato. Serato has, in my opinion, not made me a better DJ, but made me have resources beyond what I could ever imagine when I started out. We were carrying 8 to 12 cases of records into a place. Because I don't care. A guy that's saying he's a DJ, okay? That is in fact a DJ. But the worst thing that could happen is you ask him to play a song and he don't have it. That is just like our #1 pet peeve. Like, that is the worst. Now, let me back up. Don't come to me with no mixtape. Oh yeah, it was on my man's mixtape. It was track number. Dog, I don't know. Like, if it didn't come in a record pool, or if it's not got no major spins going on, or if it ain't somebody that I personally know and link to, don't ask me for, you know, Little Boosie's 5th mixtape with track number 4. Like, that's not. No, you got it. Like, I'm glad you got it and I'm glad you like it. But past that, nobody's going to have that in a public setting or in a. Like, it's just, nobody's going to have that. It's unrealistic to even think somebody would. But if it's in major circulation, there's some video, you know, if somebody comes up to me and asks me to play something like that and I don't have it, that's just a knock. It's just like, you know what I mean? You're a producer. If your 808 ain't right, you know what I mean? It's just, you can't do it. It's just one of them things. It's just one of them things. So that's what Serato has done. Like, I can't even, honestly, to get our correct count would just take me hours to figure out. Put it this way. I have 2 terabytes of music that I carry. Do the math. There's no programs on there. There's no nothing. I got 2 terabytes of music. I got everything from ABBA to Zayn.
I already know that it got to be a crazy collection. I got myself about 400 gigabytes. That's a fraction of
that's a quarter. That's a quarter. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got a quarter of what I got, and I'm talking about
I got a lot of shit, so I can only imagine.
Like genre beyond genre. Like, now, don't get me wrong. There's certain things that I've left out, but for the most part, I never know what my environment's gonna be or who's gonna hire me. So, you know what I mean. You gotta have that stuff. You gotta be prepared. You know what I mean. And as well as with clean, a lot of times, I do most of my stuff for kids or in public settings where it has to be clean. So, yeah, I'm going to Best Buy to get the regular version, and then I'm going to Walmart to get the clean version. You know what I mean? I'm still doing that.
And, wow, you know what? I'm glad you even jumped to the clean thing. Can you please let these MCs know how important it is to have a clean song, or at least a clean version of your song? You know what I mean?
It's, for me, there's no possible way you could be considering yourself a professional MC, a professional music person with making music to be played for people if you do not have a clean version of your song. Because no matter what market you go into, for the music to be played to the public, it has to be clean. Now, nightclubs, understood. Adults go into nightclubs, 21 and over. Okay, pick any nightclub you want. I don't care if there's 1,000 people inside that nightclub. There's probably about 50,000 people that are not in it that you want to market to. So I've never seen anybody stop dancing because the song was clean. Never. I've never seen it happen. If your song's hot,
that's real.
I've never seen people stop dancing. Oh, you ain't got the cuss words in it, so we ain't dancing. That's never happened. But if I get in a public place, I'm in an arena at a sporting event, and I play some song and they got cuss words in it, I'm done. I no longer have a job. It's game over. Like, my name is Mud. Like, it's just not going to happen because everybody knows, every professional knows that in a large body of people, in a professional setting, it has to be clean. What you do in your personal iPod, what you do at your house, in your car, that's your business. But in the public, in a public park, there's no way in the world we should be listening to vulgarity. We got kids around. I don't care if you let your kid listen to it. Not every kid in that park is exposed to that. So for my MCs and my hip hoppers making music, be a professional. You know what I mean? Make it the way you want, and then ask your engineer to go ahead and reverse your words or mute them out, whatever. But there's no way in the world you should be handing me a song, I don't care how hot you think it is, without it being your regular version with the cussing in it, and then another version with it out.
Thank you,
because you just cut your market. The second you did that, like I said, I do a lot of my stuff in high schools, middle schools. I can't play none of it. It's just a missed opportunity.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I had some more questions.
Yeah, let's go with the question.
Producer Chronicles, you know what I'm saying? So you hear the phones in the background. That's how we do.
It's the bat phone. Y'all don't see the light.
Yeah. How did your interest in music start, man? Any significant people or songs that influence you to be like, yo, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life? Any, like, you know, key experiences or, you know what I mean? Like, people that were like, I want to be him. You know what I'm saying?
To be honest, I was kind of I ain't gonna say a loner because I got a bunch of friends when I was a kid, but I always wanted to run with the older cats, and you couldn't get into nothing. You couldn't get into nowhere. They were always doing, you know, their parties, and back in the day, your old heads kept you out of trouble. They didn't invite you to get into it. So, you know, go on, you can't get in here, whatever. I happened to show up at a party early one time, and the DJ needed help carrying his records in. Okay? Now, I had never been exposed to DJing past that point. So I helped him carry his records in, help him set up, you know what I mean? Hey, give me this wire, give me that. Okay, it was cool. He didn't know me. He was just happy somebody would help him carry his stuff in. So he's setting up whatever, and he asked me to check the speakers, you know, make sure the sound was right. Okay. So I'm in the place. I'm doing anything he asked me, because the longer I can help him, the longer I can stay in this building. It starts to fill up, you know, people are coming in. That's when people came in at the time you said the party started, you know. So come in, and they come straight to the dance floor. He kicks the music on. Everybody throws their hands in the air. It turns into this environment. And I realized he was in control of it. And it was a done deal for me. It was a done deal. He didn't have to say nothing. He didn't have to do nothing. He threw this record on, and it set the entire, you know what I mean, scene of what was going on. And I fell in love with it right then at that moment. But like I said, I had no interest in DJing. I was just trying to get in at that point. But, you know, just assisting him, helping him get stuff in, exposed me to something, and that was it.
Never look back. That's what's up, man.
Never look back.
That's what's up.
Yeah, like, that's the real story. Like, never look back.
Okay. What can we expect from you in the next 12 months, man? What you got lined up?
Next 12 months. Well, to let everybody know, first and foremost, I have the Square One Hip Hop Complex, which is over in Braddock. It's 229 Braddock Avenue, Braddock, PA. Just getting that up to the level that I want it. We got a performance area. We got the ability to record. We do pretty much anything that has to do with hip hop, we're touching it. Videos, graphic design, the whole 9 yards. Right. Then from there, I've decided to run a record label. I have artists and a ton of talented people. So over the next 12 months, I'll be pushing product for them. My own personal mixtapes, doing those, and just kind of really making a all-out presence for myself, for the building, and kind of, how can I say this? I'm doing everything that I've told people to do for years. Like, I'm tired of telling, you know what I mean? I've given everything that I could possibly give. Now I got to show you. And that's basically what I'm going to do over the next 12 months.
Word. All right. You know what? Just off the questionnaire.
Off the cuff.
Do you see? And I've been wondering why this hasn't really happened yet. But do you see, like, Pittsburgh getting, like, one of the DJs getting to that DJ Khaled type, you know what I'm saying, like status, to where, you know what I mean, like with all of this Pittsburgh talent, it's like, why hasn't somebody created a mixtape series? I know we just talked about mixtape DJs and stuff like that, DJ Clue, but still, like, why hasn't anybody really stepped up to do that for Pittsburgh without necessarily saying, I mean, I know there's been a couple cats that say, "Oh, I'm putting together a mixtape. Give me $50 and I'll put you on that type." And I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about somebody like an actual DJ to say, "Yo, I'll choose some cats that they really know their music is good, and like just ride with them. Like, yo, I'm riding with them. I'm putting them on my mixtape. These 10 cats right here from Pittsburgh."
Okay, now are you saying exclusively those 10, or because you got to look at the Khaled situation?
I'm talking about just. Let's go with the Khaled situation.
The Khaled situation, to me, first and foremost, he established his power on the radio. Do you understand what I mean? In Miami, he was a presence on the radio. That put him in an arena to make the industry connections that he made. That then put him in an arena to say, hey, I want to be able to do this, that, and that. It was more of, this is what I can do for you. You know, not so much, this is me and y'all gonna ride with me. He just kind of like, hey, this is what I can do for you. And it was successful. And therefore that gave him more credit and more, clout. And then he got selective in who he wanted to do it for. Then he took on Ace Hood as an understudy, which got Ace Hood exposed. You know what I mean? So it wasn't just overnight. This dude just.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Most definitely.
That's one.
But I'm kind of talking about, like, just a DJ to step up and be like, yo, I'm doing, like, for instance, something that I did. What is it? It's up there. Let's see. 2004, I did this thing called Pittsburgh's Most Hated compilation, where I tried to contact different cats. This is 2004, and my music recording equipment sucked. But I still wanted this. I had this idea. I was like, yo, I'm going to get cats from different hoods from around Pittsburgh. I'm going to produce all the tracks. But I just want to put everybody on. You know what I'm saying? I want to show that unity, and you know what I'm saying? And I was like, always wanted a DJ to do that.
Okay.
And I would be willing, and I'm pretty sure me and quite a few other producers wouldn't mind producing the tracks.
Exactly.
Just to have a DJ be part of that, part of the whole process, and actually put the stamp of approval on it. Because a DJ's opinion is really valuable, man.
Okay. I'm gonna say this. It's on camera, and it is what it is. If you're a local artist, I want you to take some time and think about this. When you go to your events, or you have your events, how many DJs do you see? Now, most of you local artists are throwing events without DJs.
That's true.
So now, you throw an event where you got somebody just up there pushing play, and I'm not, but trying to keep your budget down or whatever the case may be. How many DJs come check y'all out? So now, in order for a DJ to have power or presence, he has to be involved with those people. I'm not sitting here blowing my own horn or anything like that, but over the past 8 years, I've gone to countless shows. Over the past 8 years, I've bought countless mixtapes. Over the past 8 years, I have critiqued and encouraged and countless MCs. Do I have the weight to pull it off? I do. I do. But the problem is, I'm not coming to your house to pick you up, to bring you to the studio, to record you, to take you home, to then turn around and make the cover and burn the CDs out, to put them in your hand. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Nobody's gonna do it for you. You gotta have some initiative on yourself. You gotta show that you want it too. So now, past that, me sticking my neck out saying, yo, these are... No. If you're not in the places I'm in, if I'm not seeing your face on a regular basis, you're not getting no conversation from me. You're really not. Because now I'm going to show you something. Real rap. Jules came up to me in the Hip Hop Awards and was like, yo, Chevy, we want you to host our mixtape. I said, no. He looked at me kind of funny. I said, let me ask you, because before I say no, let me back up. I said, are you asking me, you're bringing me a product that's finished and you want me to host it, right? He said, yeah. I said, I don't do that. I said, if you want to do a mixtape with me, hit me when you get the concept for it. Before you record any songs, now I can put my stamp on that because I was involved with the process. You're not gonna bring me a bunch of songs that I don't even like, or I may not be. My name means more to me than that. So if I'm involved with the process and we can get hip hop out and we can get a product that I don't have no problem backing or standing on, yes, you got me. But to bring me some 13, 15, 18 songs that you recorded in 5 different studios, I'm not with it. Sorry, I'm not. And I'm not saying you have to record it in my place. I'm saying that I want to be involved with the process from day one. From after you get the point of the concept, you know what I mean? If your concept is break out of jail mixtape 1, okay, fine. Now how is that gonna sound? You know what I mean? How do you make a song like, you know what I mean, a concept like that, and you don't write no songs that have anything to do with jail? I've seen mixtapes, you know what I mean, getting money, whatever. But you don't stay with the concept of the title at all. You just got a bunch of songs you done over the last 3 years, you threw on a disc and that's what it's called? No. No.
I got you.
So, I mean, I'm going to give you as real as I can. If you're trying to get me to vouch for you, mafia style, vouch for you, then yeah, I want to be in from day one. So when this go on the street and people see it and my name's on it, they're going to grab it for that reason. They don't know who you are. They know who I am and they know what I stand for. And I'm not going to put my name on nothing that I don't agree with or that I ain't have no process in. So that's what you're paying me for, my name.
Word. And your work.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what you're paying for.
Quality of work.
Right, exactly.
That's what's up. I take a little break real quick.
Yeah.
All right, we back. We back. Who is your favorite DJ? Name one in the game. Name one in the Berg.
Wow. Okay, let's start with the Berg. Black Steel is my favorite DJ. Black Steel has a skill set that, to me, he is enough of a technician, as in what we call a tableist, a guy who can flip a record, spin, like he has, and he's a party rocker also, which is a hybrid type of, you know what I mean? His mic game is nice. His song selection is nice. The way he cuts, hands down, he's a part of my crew. We had this conversation on, I used to call him up like, yo, my favorite DJ's favorite DJ. He is. He, in fact, is my favorite DJ.
That's what's up.
On
That's
a
the
national,
boy too.
yeah.
Shout out to Black Steel, man.
On a
supported me
national,
on a lot of stuff.
To be completely honest, I'm more of a Tableist fan, and I don't think you get better than Qbert. I don't think you get better than Qbert. And I know quite a few of these cats. It's just this guy has been doing it at such a level for so long. Like, people look at this dude as if he's not human. You know what I mean? Like, really, like, you just kind of sit there and go, oh my goodness. And that's just overall. And that's no disrespect, and I do not want to leave this man out. I've never met him, but I do want to meet him. Jazzy Jeff is just amazing. Right. I've never seen somebody do an extended set and not make a mistake. The dude is flawless. Like, he's flawless. So, I know you asked me for two.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Here's the thing about the two, I guess, industry level is one is a tableist and the other one is a party rocker with, you know what I mean? Like, if I was gonna take Qbert off, because most people don't understand what I mean by tableist, so it would be Jazzy Jeff on the national and Steel on the local.
Okay. Let's switch it over to artists then, since you know, DJ and artists go hand in hand.
Okay.
Who is your favorite artist, and who is your favorite local in industry? Let's do it like that.
Wow.
And there's so many to choose from. I know, man.
Okay. I'm gonna go national because believe it or not, national is easier than local.
Okay.
Nationally, I would have to say I am a Jay-Z fan, fanatic, whatever you want to call it, however it is. I absolutely. The dude is a complete business. He's taken hip hop and transcended it into something that I never foreseen it ever being. I mean, anytime a hip hop artist can sit at the table with the UN and bring water to another country that didn't have it, you've transcended music. Like, you've just yeah. You know what I mean? So everybody talks about that, get your weight up, la la. This, like, is past weight with this dude. It's past weight. So whether you like him, don't like him, understand his music, don't understand his music, do your homework. The dude is phenomenal across the board. Locally, there's so many cats that I feel have the potential of just being phenomenal contributions to hip hop that I cannot and will not say one. The only thing that I say...
Can you mention a couple? Man?
Can I mention a couple? Hog. Big Hog. Fenny. Hawk Jr. Wow. Like, I mean, it's just, it's amazing. Like, honestly, cats that have just completely and totally, hey, Rue. And some of these people are directly linked to me. So I don't want to, you know what I mean, kind of like show favoritism. But outside of me, I've seen cats, Fresh La Rosa. This, I mean, just, whoa. This is going to be funny. This is going to be a funny statement. Some people may not understand it, but I'm going to make it. Dice. When he's on his game. Dice, when he's on his game. Dice is a MC. He's a party rocker. So, there's tons and tons and tons and tons of cats.
Some interesting choices.
Like,
some different choices that I haven't heard.
Yeah, like...
So this is good to hear, you know, say from a DJ's perspective, you know?
Right.
That's good, man. Alright, thank you. Alright, let's jump on to these lottery picks, man. Now, I got 27 questions here.
You got 27
27 questions I'd like you to pick. We're going to do about, let's do 5. Let's do 5 of them.
You're going to do 5.
So, you pick between 1 and 27. I got a question for you. We're going to do that 5 times.
Okay.
That's what's up. What you got?
Wow.
It could be anything, man. I got stuff on here about all kinds of different weird questions.
We're gonna go with 27 because that's my daughter. My oldest daughter's Vanessa. That's her birthday.
That's funny. In your opinion, what is the current state of Pittsburgh's music scene?
Ooh, that's perfect. That's perfect.
It actually is.
Perfect. It's a perfect question. Here's what we got. We have a magazine, XXL, that has considered us the freshman city of the year. I am in complete and total agreement with them. They recognize 2 artists who have talent, and they've decided, like, wait a minute, if there's 2, there got to be more, in my opinion. They did a little digging, surface digging, and they see an untapped city. My only issue and my only problem with that being, a national magazine and an opportunity is there's so many that aren't ready. What's wrong with the hip-hop game is y'all believe that it's a game. This is not a game. You have to be prepared. The worst thing that could happen to you is a hit song. Because if you get a hit song, people are expecting more hit songs. If you get an opportunity, people are expecting you to be prepared for it. So it's better for you not to get an opportunity than it is for you to get one and blow it. So get your business up. Get right about what you're doing. Get your paperwork right. Because they're coming. Because they see it as an untapped resource. It'll turn into the Bay. It'll turn into what Nelly did for
St. Louis.
St. Louis. That's happening. That's going to happen probably for the next 1.5 to 2 years. But what I see happening is a ton of people talking about, oh yeah, they had a deal on the table, but they didn't take it because they wanted. No, you wasn't ready. Stop lying to people. Stop lying to people. Because most of the time, if you got a hit song, they're looking for the second song in the backup. Then they're looking for an excess of 20 to 40 songs that are ready to go. I know cats that have been rapping for the last 10 years that don't have a CD. So what would that opportunity do to you?
You know what I mean?
Let's call it for what it is. Just be prepared. So it's coming. I just don't think a lot of people are prepared for it.
All right.
19 is my son's birthday.
19. How would you handle fame? Aside from the good things, would you be ready for paparazzi, rumors, hate mail, constant criticism, and a super hectic schedule?
Oh, wow. Okay. Some of that I have already. No. Would I be prepared for it? Yes. I believe that I'd be prepared for any situation. But it's just not me. I don't get caught up in the hype. You know what I mean? I've been doing this for 26 years now. It's about the music for me. I think I would be boring to them. You know what I mean? Like, honestly. Because it's kind of like, you ever seen an interview with Tomlin? He's about business. Like, they just stop talking to him because it's like, we're not getting nothing from this dude. Like, we're not gonna get nothing from him. He's only focused on what he's focused on. And okay, move on. Yeah, let's go talk to somebody who's going to say something stupid. Like, honestly, it's about the music with me.
That's a good example.
Yeah, like, it's about the music with me. We can talk about the music. We can talk about the process. We can talk about all that. But all the rest of that, you know what I mean? All that hoopla and what you got and where, I'm not with that. Because at the end of the day, I came out my mother's legs naked. I'm going in a box with a nice little suit on or whatever. But past that, I'm not leaving here with nothing. You know what I mean? So none of that stuff matters to me. As long as I'm healthy, my kids are healthy, we, enjoy each other's time and spend. I'm cool with all that.
That's what's up, man. So like, that's pretty much answered it.
Yeah.
You would handle fame like, yo, I'm just a regular guy.
Exactly.
If it ain't got nothing to do with music, it ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah, exactly. There's no point. Whatever.
So how would you react? You know what I'm saying? Cats is taking your picture and saying, oh yeah, he starting rumors about you, taking pictures of your kids and stuff like that.
See now, and I just had this conversation. It's funny. I just had this conversation the other day. Eminem created his own hell. he gave people himself. Okay? And I want you to think about something. They're called consumers. They consume. So when you give them yourself, they feel like they own you. What he didn't realize is the hell that he created, and in the life that, you know, he now took his daughters, you know, that's her dad, but now the world wants him. You know what I mean? Like, so he's going to have to deal with a lot. He has dealt with a lot. I think there's certain things that are out of bounds. And I do believe in this media age and all the rest of it, when you start affecting people or bothering them when they were their kids, the kids didn't choose that. You know what I mean? They've been brought into a situation that's just out of bounds. You know what I mean? Or you're talking about somebody's health. That's personal. You know what I mean? Like, there's just certain things that are out of bounds when it comes to whatever their celebrity status is, high or low. It's just certain things that's out of bounds. So, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you got something to say about me, so be it. That's an opinion. I'm completely okay with it. If you run up on me and my kids with me, it's a problem. Please see how serious I am, because that's the only thing I care about. I'll probably never be a millionaire. I'll probably never have the status of like. Bother my kids and you'll see what it's about for real. Like, I'm not with it. That's the thing that I hold value. Like, that's I'm
you
not
can
with
tell
it.
this guy is a parent, man.
Yeah,
like that.
I got 11 kids, dog.
11.
I got 11 kids. Like, I'm not playing. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
like,
I'm just getting it in.
Yeah, so
okay.
I play with the kids thing.
Okay, man. Give me another number. 11.
I got 11 kids.
If you could have one superpower, what would it be and what would you use it for?
Ooh. Okay. If I could have one superpower, I wish I could think one step ahead of a woman. One step ahead. Because no, there are 11 steps ahead of us. So I
you can just one.
Yes, I just want one step ahead of what she's thinking. Like, honestly, like, just, I'm serious. That'll just make my life a whole hell of a lot better. You just be one step ahead of them, dude. Like, honestly.
Yo, I've never expected anybody to say anything like that.
Yeah, that would be my superpower, dog. Like, honestly.
That's what it sounds like. You maybe thought about this a little bit.
No, I had no clue. But it's just, it's
at one point you was like, I just wish I had the ability.
One step ahead. I mean, honestly, when it comes to the female, dog, if you ever want to know or understand women, watch a little girl. They don't change. Except for a little girl doesn't know not to hide it from you. That's the only. Watch,
That's deep.
Watch a little girl. They don't change. The same games they play as a little kid, they play as adults. It's the truth. So if you got an opportunity to watch it, it's the truth. I'm serious. I learned so much about women from my daughter. It's amazing.
Wow, man.
It's the truth.
Okay, man. Let me get another number.
4.
Number 4. If you had a completely exclusive record for you to debut to the world, what 3 artists would be on it?
Woo! Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
I mean, you got the exclusive. You the one that's dropping this.
I'm the one that's dropping
the first time that anybody is ever going to hear this joint.
Wow.
It's in your hands.
Wow.
What 3 artists you got on that thing?
Jay-Z, Big Crit, and Andre 3000.
Wow. Wow.
And now, don't get me wrong. I'm a Drake fan. I named my son Drake. Like, I'm a Drake fan. But it would be Jay. It would be Big Crit. Big Crit is amazing, dog. Jay and Crit and Drake are the same dudes in 2 different regions. That's all it, like, it's just amazing with this. He's like a young David Banner, but yet, like, he just, if you don't know who Big Crit is, do your homework. The kid is phenomenal.
Oh,
phenomenal.
Man.
And then 3000.
They threw 3000 in there too.
3000. Like, it's so funny. I think about him and I think about Busta. As long as they've been in the game, do you know nobody's ever tried to have no beef with either one of them dudes? Ever. Even when Andre's doing all this wild clothes stuff, ain't nobody
said nothing. Nobody said
nothing to him lyrically.
He got a blouse on and he got wearing pink this and puffed up that and nobody said nothing.
Nothing.
He put on one of those parts of that, man.
Cause that
Busted too, man. Yeah. Oh man. He's still killing them.
Dog, when he called Ja Rule Jeffrey, I was like, oh my goodness. It sounded like his daddy called him. I was like, yo. That's just nothing nice. It's just, you know what I mean, that level of MC. Like, it was just, he's a phenomenal.
I want to hear this track. Let me throw another element in there. Produced by who?
Whoa. Ooh.
Who's on the beat?
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, you threw me.
Got him.
Yeah, you threw me for a loop on that one. Wow, because honestly, man, I just admire so many. I admire so many guys because there's so many different elements. I produce a little myself, and I know how difficult things, you know, are as a producer. You know what I mean? Trying to find that sound, trying to... Wow. I got it. Ninth Wonder. I got it. Ninth Wonder. And the reason I say ninth is I don't think there would be anybody more honored, and then I don't think there would be anybody, like, I'm sure this man would probably just lose, you'd lock him in a room, like, he would lose hours of his life trying to make that track. You know what I mean? Like, like, honestly, like, I mean, I had an opportunity to, like, personally meet him and get to vibe with him. Now, funny, in a room, me, him, and, it was me, him, and I always drop his name, it's terrible. Hank Shockley. And it's funny, and this is a true story. If you ever get to meet either one of these people, they will confirm it. I'm standing there it was like a panel. So Ninth is behind the panel at the table, and it was early, so it was just me and him talking. In comes Hank. And we both looked at him, we're talking, just general conversation. He said, got one question for you. What was that sound in Rebel for a Buck? Like, everybody wants to know. He just looked at us and laughed because it was just, you either loved the sound or you hated it, but it was just from a producer standpoint, like, it's not a horn. What is it? It's not a siren. Like, it was just kind of like, what is this sound? He just laughed at us like, I'm not telling y'all. I'm not telling y'all. Do you really think it's a sample? That's the one thing that he did say. He said it's a sample. And it's, how do you explain it? You'll know what I'm talking about. He sampled it, chopped it. It's like short. It's not actually the tone that he made. It's a short tone. He extended it. You know what I mean? So, you know it. You laugh because you know what I'm talking about. It's an extent you think it's not. It's not a horn. It's not a horn. And if you got a good ear, you know it's not a horn, but you can't figure out what is it, a synth? Is it, you can't. It's hilarious, dude. But I would say ninth because he's one of them dudes that just got soul, just runs all through him. You know what I mean? So, man. Yeah, it would definitely be ninth.
Oh, man, I got to hear that track. You got to get that track.
Yeah, I wish I had that pool. I wish I had that pool.
One more, man. One more. What you got?
Square one.
Number one. What is your absolute favorite thing to do in your spare time? Apart from music.
Okay. Let me explain to you why I've pretty much ruined every relationship I ever had. I don't have it. I don't have it. Like, I pretty much sleep, eat, breathe this. You know what I mean? When I'm not doing this, the next thing that I want to do is spend time with my kids. You know what I mean? And it's bad because I'm not, you know what I mean, even like the mom, you know what I mean? It's more, I want to do what I love and then be with the people that I love. And then go back to doing what, you know what I mean? And I'm making a lot of sacrifices, and I'm putting a lot of effort into what I'm doing, and I hope that when I pass and I'm no longer here, even if they didn't understand it, they have an appreciation for what I did, and it could benefit them. You know what I mean? So I would definitely say, when I'm not doing music, it's my kids. Like, it's my kids.
Word, man. Well, you wrapped it up, man. Oh, this was a fantastic interview, bro.
Right.
I'm glad you could come through.
No doubt.
And let the people know where they can find you, how they can get in touch with you, what sites you on, what emails you got,
you know what?
who you're working with, all of that, man.
I'm going to be real.
Put it all out there.
Simple and sweet. I mean, there's so many things going on with me, you know what I mean? And to be completely honest, nothing is concrete as far as a meeting point. My number, simple as it goes, 412-719-8665. You'll be able to call that from now until phone numbers run out. Like, I don't change my number. That's another bad habit that MCs and people in this music thing do.
Yes.
Stop changing your number.
Yeah.
Stop doing that. Do me
it's
a favor.
Notorious in Pittsburgh,
like
Pittsburgh MCs.
Oh my!
Pittsburgh rappers never keep a phone on for
give me your email address.
The same number for past 3 months.
Right.
Never.
Just give me your email address then. Give me something that's not gonna get turned off where I can get a hold of you. You know what I mean? Instead of like, it's terrible. It's bad business. But you can call that number, and that's how you get a hold of me. Please leave a message. That's the other thing. If I don't know the number, I may or may not answer it. But if you leave me a message and clearly speak, I'll return it. I got a message on my phone. Yo, my nigga. Yo, this is and I'm like, wait, that's a business call you just made? I don't know you. I don't know you. I'm not your nigga. I'm not your homie. I'm not, like, you're calling me for a business purpose. So please conduct yourself like it's a business opportunity. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, so you got that. And then it's DJ Chevy, #1, @gmail. So if you got any tracks you want to send, or if you're trying to get a hold of me to do something, I check both of those every day, multiple times a day. That's what it is. I am here. I'm trying to help as many people as I possibly can. I'm flat up and down honest. You know what I mean? I'm going to give you the honest critique. If I can do it for you, I'll do it. I keep my stuff reasonably priced. For Square One, just to put this out there, we got a monthly membership. It's $40. It's 30 days. You can record 2 hours a day for $40. On your songs, if you want to mix down, it's $15 a song. But past that, if you don't want to mix down, that's what it is. You can come in every day for 30 days. You got 2 hours that you can record whatever it is that you want. So
that's what's up. That's what's
up.
up.
That's how we do it. You know what I mean? I got a production team. You can get beats. Beats.
You want to put them out there? Let people know where people can hear your producers' production, or you just want people.
That's what we don't do.
Okay.
That's what we don't do. Like if you're interested in production, you got to come in house. Like the one thing that I'm noticing about this whole internet thing and with production, it's good. I listen to you, obviously. You know what I mean? I listen to what you do and how you do it. But for me, it's kind of like anybody can emulate anybody. You know what I mean? So you kind of, I'm sure you're smart enough to put stuff that's throwaway stuff. So if anything happens, it don't matter. Yeah, you smiling. It's throwaway. It's throwaway. It's throwaway. I'm not dumb. Like, just throwaway. That tuck, what I'm about to listen to, all this stuff, I ain't getting this on the internet. I'm about to listen to some heat. He's about to untuck the heat, or it's going to be a problem. This camera going to go all crazy because I'm about to listen to some heat. Because I already know the name of the game. You can't do it. You can't do it. So what my thing is, and I'm giving it, it's $30, dog. I'm giving them all rights, everything, signing out paperwork. It's $30. But you got to come hear it. You know what I mean? Like, I got this new thing that, I'm going to say it now. This is a great place to say it. If you make it a mixtape and you do not have a Square One production beat on it, you're slipping. You're slipping. You're slipping. That's all I got to say. Number again, 412-719-8665.
Alright. That's how you leaving it?
Untuck the heat.
You know, we about to get into it. Matter of fact, shout out some Pittsburgh DJs too, man.
Oh, my crew, without a doubt, I roll my crew so deep, it's just crazy. If you don't know who my crew is, GRIND HARD DJs, let's go. Black Steel, DJ Finesse, DJ Plan B, DJ Superman, DJ Nitro, myself. This is how we do it. Like, you got all different elements and styles of DJs. Now, outside my crew, I definitely rock with GQ. That's my dude. Like, I mean, I know these dudes musically, and I know these dudes personally. Right. You know what I mean? Matt G has been doing it for years. Oh, who did I see last night?
Shout out to DJ Phil, too.
Oh, Lord, please, Phil. Phil, my dude. Phil, because Phil cut on you. Phil cut, oh, you ain't put me in shit, huh? Oh, you ain't put me? Yeah, Phil's a nut. Nate, I've listened to Nate's work and got to meet him for the first time over at the new record store. The what was that, 720? Over in Lawrenceville. They put 720 over in Lawrenceville.
I might have to see what's up with that.
It's nice. It's nice. It's really nice. Okay. So shout outs to 720. Yeah, Nate, wonderful, wonderful dude. You know what I mean? He does his thing. So if you got D and J in front of your name and we've had a conversation, shout out to you.
That's what's up. Yeah. Alright, man. Wrapping it up, man. I appreciate you coming past.
Yeah, all that appreciation don't mean nothing.
And
Untuck the heat.
Producer Chronicles, it's your boy Mysterious DJ Chevy signing off. I'm about to untuck the heat one time.
Yes, sir.